Hey, what's up? It is your girl Genesis, aka Sis. And look, I know, I know. Look, it's Thursday, but I am here. Okay? Monday, we had a very late start recording. I ended up, man, recording until well after midnight. So then that was technically Tuesday morning. I went to bed, got up Tuesday like 7 o'clock in the morning so I can edit. Why on earth was I editing for like 5 hours? I wasn't done editing until like 3:45, 4 o'clock. I was trying to download it from my editing software. That took an hour and a half. And then to upload it to YouTube, it took me like 2 hours. So the video didn't come out to 8 o'clock. I forgot that I had a tax appointment to do my taxes Wednesday morning, like all the way in LA. So that took up my whole Wednesday because I had to drive about like 200 plus miles round trip to go handle my business, but my business got handled. Then I got back and it's storming. So y'all know I got lupus. My body has been hurting. I tried to record last night. Like everything was going wrong. Everything was going wrong. And I didn't want to give y'all a lackluster episode. So, I mean, here we are today. I am in my bedroom. As you can see, my baby is laying here next to me because she want to be all up under me. So, if she can sit still, then we can get this rocking. I missed y'all. I hope that you have been doing amazing. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the subscribers. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all over there on Facebook. I haven't forgotten about you. I will definitely be more active. It was just so many things I had to handle for business, but a lot of that is taken care of. So you are definitely going to see me like more. You're going to see me a lot more. I'll be able to get into a schedule and we could have a funky good time. So that was that. This is this. And this is Sitting with Sis. And we're going to talk about episode 2 of season 10. It's called Y'all. We got some chocolate. Oh, we got some chocolate, y'all. One of those variations. But let's get the credits going and then let's get into this.
Yeah, you know that I missed you. Tune in because you're sitting with your sister. Sitting with Sis. So go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Okay. I forgot. I totally forgot. Last episode, I was exhausted. I forgot to tell y'all at the end during the elimination round when Tommy O'Hara and Will standing up there to say bye when he threw that curveball and he said, I'm going to allow y'all the opportunity to stay so that way you can possibly meet the additional 5 singles if you're open to it. Sahara was like, yeah, but I ain't dealing with none of the dudes behind me like they are to me. Well, I told y'all she my little firecracker. That girl is spicy. Okay? But will her attitude be able to get in the way of love? Or will she find someone who could appreciate that spicy side of her? And then we got Will. He was just standing there being Will. So of course the scene opens up. They gave us that backstory on what happened the last time, which is what triggered my memory. Like, oh shoot, I didn't even say that. Oh guys, my last video. I was so proud of myself. It took me forever to edit, and I must have hit delete and didn't know that I had selected something. Child, she having a nightmare. She okay? I must have hit delete and didn't know, and cut a whole section out the beginning. So my editing was not linking up to the timeline. So my apologies. I'm new to this. I'm learning. It's gonna get better, and we're not gonna have any issues with this episode. But anyway, this episode starts off. We have some singles. They're showing us like little snapshots of a few of the cutie pies. And then we are brought into the scene with this gorgeous lady. She's, a little petite. She's tall. She's definitely giving model. I didn't like that her hair wasn't down. She has long, beautiful hair. It's dark. And it looked like she has like an undercolor. Maybe a honey blonde. I really couldn't tell. But she's walking in with this cute red dress. And we find out that her name is Coley. Her name is Coley. She is 32 years old and she is a flight attendant. Well, amongst other things, of course. She comes into the scene and she walks up to this handsome guy. He looks a little statuesque. He's a little thick, a little solid. He has on a nice white suit blazer. And he has locks as well, but his is more over to the side where Wayne had that bad yang. So his hair's over to the side. His name is Fritz. He's 36 and he is a financial advisor. If I'm not mistaken, he's a financial advisor. So Coley is speaking with Fritz. They're sitting down, they're talking, they eyeing each other. They're feeling like, you know, you a little cute. Well, you a little cute. You know, type of situation. Why did they start showing us pictures of Fritz and Fritz? That brother looked good. So supposedly he had been to, I believe he said 5 continents and like 58 countries or something like that. Something like that. They were showing pictures of him from different trips. They had a picture where he was on the yacht, and I like yacht Poppy. That was nice. He looked good. He looked good. I don't want to say he looked better with his clothes off, because it was just a top. But maybe that suit that he's wearing when he's, you know, in the introduction, I feel like maybe it's a little bit too bulky. It might not be the right cut for him, because it makes him look a little bit more like husky. Husky is the word. Husky is the word I'm looking for. It's giving him like a little more husky, where on the other pictures that they're showing us of him when he's out on his different trips, he has a picture where he's sitting in front of the Sphinx in Egypt. He had a picture where he is jumping out of an airplane, so he seems to be very adventurous, loves to travel, well cultured. We're getting into those two. They look really cute. So let me get a little bit more into the scene, because you already know I am watching it as I go. So that way I can come back and tell you what I saw. Oh yeah. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, let me check this out. Let me see what else I could come over and bring to y'all. Yeah, I got the remote in my hand because you know I am posing. I totally forgot. When they were sitting down and they were talking, I'm speaking about Fritz and Coley. When they were sitting down and they were chatting and she let him know that she's a flight attendant, he's like, oh, that's cool. So that means you get perks, you got benefits. And she's like, yeah. And I feel like Fritz is trying to get that buddy pass. Coley is saying that a lot of times, you know, she meets a lot of men, especially in her profession, but a lot of them are coming and going with travel. So it's not really any space for a love connection. And she also said, men are intimidated by her. Like, they seem to be intimidated by her. And she just says that men should not be intimidated by a gorgeous woman. And you know what? I felt like her fit was looking a little familiar. Only my simmers are going to understand this. But her dress is giving Bella Goth. Coley, is this an ode to Miss Bella? I don't know. It might just be me. It might just be me. It might just be me. But her dress, it's like a hard cut halter. It's a red dress. I'm pretty sure the picture I'm going to put in is going to show her wearing it. It's giving Bella Goth from the Sims franchise. But yeah, let me watch some more. Alright guys, I'm over here eating some popcorn. I'm watching this scene right now. Another thing Coley said was that he's gone to 5 countries and 36. No. He went to 5 continents and 36 countries. So I had him going to way more countries. But by the time this episode show, heck, he might have hit another 40 countries. We don't know because he be traveling. But he said that when he's out and he's doing his travels, girl, hey. When he's out and he's doing his travels, that he was having his fun. Like, he was out having his fun, but it wasn't anything too serious. And now he's ready to settle down. So, Coley, you was out having your fun. Was you a passport bro? Are you a passport bro, Coley? I mean, not Coley. Fritz. Are you a passport bro, Fritz? Just a question. But yeah, he won't call these benefits. Bad. Bad. I feel like he's trying to save that coin. He is a wealth management or financial investor. So yeah, getting on that buddy pass would definitely save some coin, and that can definitely help to add to the wealth. But let me watch some more. So Fritz is saying that he is not a pseudo alpha male. He's saying that he does not lead with intimacy, that is not something that is forced. But he does say that once he gets with his partner and they get married, they gonna be shaboinking on balconies all over the world. He's trying to be a bang bro. He gonna be shaboinking on balconies with his future wifey. So future wifey, I hope you flexible. And I hope you strong so you can hold yourself up, because Fritz is looking at making you do the splits in the air. I'm gonna let him keep talking. Cam said that he loves the line of work that he does. It's a very selfless act. There's nothing more rewarding than being able to help someone, especially at the worst point of their life. Like, this is a really bad day when someone's home burned down or whatever the case may be, but at least he can come and be a hero. So that's very sweet. I'm grateful for people who have that kind of a spirit and that kind of a heart, because that's how we're all, that's how the world's able to work, and we can get some resources and some help sometimes. But there is one thing. Why do I want to call him Coley? His name ain't Coley. That's the girl. Cam. Cam says that when people find out that he's a firefighter, a lot of times they get like caught up in this fantasy of like the firefighter. Because you already know, a lot of women say, oh, I love a man in uniform. And one of the hottest uniforms ever, I don't know if women still want police uniforms, but I know it used to be policemen and firefighters. Child. So to have that fantasy come true will be something special. But Cam says, look, don't see me as the firefighter. Like, I really want someone to see me. Like Cam, the person. Like, yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do because this is my passion. I want to help. And this is something that I'm amazing at. I'm really strong. I'm really fast. And I'm a hero. But he says, like, see the person that I am. Don't get so fixated on the idea or the fantasy of a firefighter. And I can definitely understand that. And, I hope someone sees you for you too, Cam. Let's keep watching. Man, you should see me. I was sitting here talking. I thought I was recording and didn't record a lick. But now the clock is ticking. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I was telling you that Cam's speech was so sweet and so endearing. It felt like that was a perfect thing for them to go ahead and pan on to the next group with. So then you see the light flash, and it shows 3 new faces. It is 1 gentleman and there's 2 ladies. All of a sudden, we see it focus in on 1 individual. And this lady, her name is Raquel, but she is going in the show under the name Rocky. That's what she goes by. Rocky is 36 years old. She is a medical QA analyst or specialist. Medical QA specialist. So I think medical quality assurance specialist. Honey, she says she is here for love. Rocky is a more fair complected woman. A little more curvy. She's a little thick. She has a short, like, pixie cut. And it is platinum blonde. So she has a short platinum blonde pixie cut and like a mandarin colored spaghetti strap dress. Rocky says, honey, she is here to get her a man, but her man must have facial hair. She says she is not here trying to date a naked mole rat, nor is she trying to date... Wait, what did Kendrick say? Yeah, they not like us? Yeah. She ain't trying to date no fouls either. So, he gotta have some facial hair. So, the scene kind of goes a little fast. Next thing I know, I see this nice, like, I would say like mahogany brown, almost like chocolate complected fella He's wearing like this really like mauve, like a deeper mauve. Is giving like a little bit of burgundy, but it's definitely in a mauve family tuxedo. He has like the suit on. It's mauve. Honey, he got like quarter of his head is a fade, and then the rest is some long locks. They're braided back into like a fishtail braid, so like one single braid. He got, his fade is nice and fresh. You can tell he just went to the barber shop. He got a goatee. And Miss Rocky was looking. I don't know his name yet because the scene just went by really, really fast. But let me get all up in his business, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you about him because he kind of cute, girl. My brother's name is Khalil. Okay, and that's really crazy because I have a baby nephew, and his name is Khalil. But y'all know I got 50 million nieces and nephews, so enough about that. His name is Khalil. He is 31 years old, and it says for his occupation that he is a roofing company vice president. Okay. Honey, he's looking good. I hope he smells good. He looks like he would smell good. And I was right. The suit is more mauve. I got a different scene in a different sector of lighting, and that's definitely a mauve suit. He's looking good. I don't know how tall Rocky is. She ain't giving that she that tall. But baby, he is. So I'm thinking he's about at least 6'2", 6'3". And that's the ideal height that a lot of ladies are liking. So, Khalil, what's up, daddy? Let me watch a little bit more and let's see. And I can tell you some more business. So Khalil and Rocky, they sitting down, they chatting. And so Rocky is telling him about herself. She says, I'm a medical QA specialist, but I also do poetry. And so Khalil's like, oh, that's awesome. You write? You in touch with your sensitive side. You could teach me a thing or two. She cuts that off real quick. She says, look, no, I don't do that sensitive stuff. My stuff is more erotic. Oh, Rocky. Girl, email me some... Where can I find it? Let me read what you're talking about, girl. Honey, she says she does the erotic poetry. Honey, if you know, then you know. Get you one of them. Okay, girl. They are not wasting any time. Next scene cuts to Miss Rocky, and she's sitting down with a whole nother fella. This is like an older gentleman. Well, I'm only saying that because he has salt and pepper, so maybe I'm being prejudiced. But from the age that majority of the other contestants are right now, he is absolutely the oldest contestant. So this brother is fine too. So don't get it twisted, boo. His name is Cisco. Cisco is 41 years old. The show says that he is a divisional liaison. He says that he's a housing authority, but he says that his true passion is helping out the youth. He says that he takes pride in teaching the young children how to exercise and helping boost their esteem. He says that he is a amateur bodybuilder and he's been doing so for 12 years. He got into that after a really bad breakup. Working out was what he could do to take his mind off of things and build that body up. And honey, he got a body on him. It shows him sitting there and like as soon as they show him, he do got like 4 little sweat driblets coming down the side of his face. So I'm like, are you hot, Poppy? And then I'm just like, do men have their own version of menopause? Did he just finish working out? Was it a brisk jog? Because you know me, I got lupus, so I get winded real fast in a brisk jog. I might break out in a little bit of a sweat. Just a little bit. But all of a sudden, he's sitting there talking to her, and he says, excuse me, do you mind if I take my shirt off? And she says, be my guest. And honey, he lift the shirt up, snatch it off. He got on a wife beater. He bring them arms down, and you see traps, and you see the biceps and the chest. And honey, he is yoked up. Okay, up under that outfit. Don't know why he was so hot. Don't know why he got, took his shirt off. Because they are in a like public setting. It's not like a park. Everybody's dressed up pretty nice, kind of fancy. But anyway, honey, he took his shirt off, and I wasn't mad at it. It was nice looking at some muscles on the screen, you know? So do you, Cisco. Let's see what else they're talking about. She said, it's some honey in here. It's some sugar. Zamano. Try to see my cheese on my fingers. Don't focus on that. Mind your business. We're talking about the show. Did you turn it on so we can talk about it? Let me know down below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I keep forgetting to tell y'all that. So, honey, that shirt came off. Everybody heads turned. The women was drooling. Miss Rocky got front row seat. She was like, ooh. Ooh. Honey. The guys is like, it didn't take him no time to get his shirt off, huh? They're like, no. He pretty much came in here naked. All the fellas hating. I don't think they hating because a lot of them look like they have a very nice physique. Especially Cam. They all look like they, you know, they got it going on. So I think that they really was like, this brother really came here and took his shirt off, you know, for all of our honeys. But I'm gonna keep watching. That this video took, when I tell you this video took me 3 days to record. I mean, we had a storm. I was sitting there. I was in the studio. Child, I was in pain trying to eat, trying to talk to y'all. I just couldn't do it. Ended up tapping out. So this was left off on accident. But this is about Tay and Cam. And I got to give them their flowers. So here we go. My apologies. I needed a moment. The food was so good. I could not stop. But when we leave Fritz and Coley, we pan over and we meet this lady named Tay. And when I tell you that Philly has some gorgeous gals, honey, I lie to you not. Tay is giving everything. Body T. Face card is just wealthy. Okay, she is just overflowing. She don't even have to look at the price tag, okay? Gorgeous. She has such a beautiful smile, bubbly disposition. She's 35. She doesn't have any children. 35. She's a nurse, anesthetist. I believe that's how it's said. I believe that's how you say it, anesthetist. But we're getting into her. She's giving like Mother Earth. She's giving fertile. This girl has this beautiful floral knitted romper, like short romper, so it almost looks like it's a dress, but it's not. It's a romper, and you can look like it's like peekaboo. Not Kendrick, peekaboo. But it's like you can see her skin through some like the peekaboo cutouts, but it's just like a completely knitted floral, maybe it's crocheted floral romper, and I mean breathtaking. You go, girl. I'm liking it. Excuse me. Child, I'm hungry. I had to pause the video, recording the video for a second because my food is getting cold. I mean, I'll stay outside in this cold, in a storm for y'all because I love you. But letting my food get cold, oh, that's a no, baby. That's a no. And just in case you're wondering, I am eating some fish egusi soup from Veronica's Kitchen in Inglewood. So, yeah, make sure you go and check them out. It was so good, but that stuff was so spicy going in and coming out. Ooh, send help. Anyway, it shows her walking over to the table. She sits down, and we see that there's another castmate there. It is a chocolate bald guy. I believe he's 30. How old are you, baby? He's 33. His name is Cam. He's a firefighter. He's handsome, but he kind of reminds me of one of my little brothers. So, I don't know. Like, I look at him, I'm like, oh, he's a handsome guy. But then something make me want to, like, put him in a headlock. I don't know. He kind of gives family. But we ain't related that I know of. But hey, cousin. But we meet Cam. He's a firefighter. He's sitting there chatting. All eyes are on Tay. But my girl Coley's at the table too. So she's making small talk. Like, oh, do you have a pole? And he's like, no, I don't have a pole at my fire station. And she's like, oh, that's too bad. Do you know how to use one? And I'm just like, Coley. Girl. Girl. And then Coley asked him, do y'all have Dalmatians? And he's like, no, most stations have cats now. And she's like, cats? And I'm kind of like, Coley, are we really asking about Dalmatians? But at the same time, I gotta like fall back on my girl because growing up, we just always saw like firefighters being depicted with a companion, and it was always a Dalmatian. Well, other than their bros and in the line of fire, it was always a dog, and it was a Dalmatian. So I mean, I'm not mad at you for asking that question, but in the middle of what's going on right now, it's kind of feeling like, what about me? Don't forget me. And Coley, we see you, girl. We see you. All right. So then after that little quick sit down. All right. All right. I told you this took 3 tries, but now we're back on track. So enjoy. Whew. Exhausting. All right, y'all. I'm back. And I know you like, you wasn't just wearing that. I know. I know. See, what had happened was my puppy woke up from her nap. She started getting real rogue. I'm like, calm down, calm down. She broke my nail. Good thing that I do my own nails so I can fix that. She just got real rogue. I got hungry, so I had to put on some clothes. Go grab me something to eat. So I am eating. Can you see this? It's just some teriyaki chicken breasts with some veggies and some pickled garlic and some peppers. Okay, so I got some steamed veggies, some teriyaki chicken. So I'm about to be smacking on that while we talk about this. So anyway, wherever I left off, there was a new gentleman coming in, and his name was Hassan. Hassan is like a video manager, a visual manager. Hassan is a visual manager, and he's 42. I know a moment ago I said that Cisco was the oldest, but he's 41, and Hassan is 42. Now, when Hassan comes in, he is like not to be missed. When I thought that Khalil was tall, Hassan got to be at least like 6'7", like 6'7", 6'8". He's giant. He's a nice, tall, slender brother. He's chocolate, more on the mahogany side. But he comes in, and when he comes into the scene, Khalil is speaking with Miss Tay. Tay is the one that had that beautiful floral short romper. It's like floral lace knitted. She's that one. When he walked in, that's all that he saw. He said all eyes was on her, and he walked over there. He couldn't even make his way in to talk to the other singles. His eyes landed right on Tay, and that outfit was everything. Tay is gorgeous on her own, but that outfit was everything. It was definitely a showstopper and an attention grabber. Hassan came in, walked over there to her. He said, "Excuse me, do you mind if I borrow her for a moment?" And Khalil was like, "Nah." And that's crazy, right? So my mom and I, we like to watch this show together. This is our show. And so she asked me, she's like, well, my mom, she's like, I could never like go on a dating show like this. I'm stingy. I don't play that. If it's my man, nobody can even stand next to him. Like, she is very territorial. She ain't playing by her boo. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little different. I would do well on this kind of show. I believe I would. I'm not jealous. I'm not saying that she is, but I don't have that tendency. Like, I believe in allowing people to be and just seeing what the natural flow of things are. So to be in a environment like this where, you know, we're all single and we're all just sitting here putting our best foot forward and showcasing who we truly are, and, you know, let love find its way naturally. Maybe I'm more competitive. So like dating like this is like more of like a competitive sport. And you have to really be in there. And that's why I keep giving Tay her flowers. No pun intended. But that's why I keep giving her her flowers, because people don't realize that dating and being in a relationship, it is a sport. It is a sport. You want to look your best. You want to smell good. Hopefully you can have like an intellectual conversation. You all find common grounds and things that you can. Child, I'm over here getting excited to talk about it. I just totally, my mind said blank. Child, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. But hopefully you guys can find common ground and like common interest, and then maybe you might find love. So I'm excited. I'm gonna keep watching this scene. This light is tearing me up, honey, and I am in the bed again because my sciatic is hurting. Child, my body is just achy. But anyway, I'm excited. We're gonna keep going into this because it's actually. No, I ain't gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna tell you that it's Friday. And I know I was recording this video on Thursday, and I had actually recorded it on Wednesday. But this weather tore me up. Your girl been in pain, and I just didn't want to give you half-ass. But I definitely was not about to start over. So new cut, new color, new wardrobe, same gal. So let's finish this off because tonight is gonna be episode 5. So we got to get through this. All right. So let's see what else we're talking about. Hassan and Tay. Girl, Hassan is nice. They got some nice looking people on this show. It's some nice looking people. All right, let me get back over there. I'm back. I wasn't even gone for a few seconds. They didn't really show them talking. Like as soon as Hassan got over there to Tay, it showed a new single come in. And when I tell y'all, Philly wasn't playing with the cutie pies. It's a new lady. She walks up. Her name is Rose. Now, Tay did something with that floral dress, but Rose got on this one. Well, of course, it's one piece of a dress. She got on this long fitted dress that's strappy and the back is out. Ooh. So Rose is a little more petite. She's 38. She's a hairstylist and she's a mother of one. She had her baby a little bit younger in life. She was 21 and she just feels that, she's ready for her husband. She's not here to play games. She's here for marriage. She's here to find her man. She's here to get married. She would love to have, a man who's a positive role model for her son. Even though I feel like doing the math, her son should be about 16, 17 years old. But we could always use a positive role model in our lives. You know what I'm saying? But Rose is back out on the scene. She's here to find a man. And that's where we got the name of the show. We got some chocolate, y'all. Rose walks in and she's petite figure. Her frame is petite, but she got some curvature to her and she knows how to work her body. And I'm saying that just saying simply, she looks like poetry in motion. She didn't have to have something that was so poppy, even though she did have that dress on and it was a beautiful orange and it complemented her skin tone beautifully. It was so simple. She was the movement. When that girl walks in, it looks like she's just carving S's. She walks in very feminine. This is the energy she's giving. So that alone demands presence. People's heads are turning, and then she has a personality about her. She says, "Hey," she's coming in and she's throwing compliments. She says, "Hey, oh, you look good" to Hassan. Honey, Hassan had just walked up to Tay. And then she walked up to him and she's like, looking good, hands her hand, does a dainty shake and keeps it moving. So she's walking through and she's seeing who she can see, honey. She's walking through, giving that S girl. See, and that's what femininity is. It's not the switching. She wasn't switching. It's just, she just flowed. That body just flowed. And that's why I call her poetry in motion, honey, because she brings it. Like, imagine, oh. So then she walks over to Cisco and she look at him and she said, "Ooh, you and them muscles." And then she's walking and then she sees Fritz, whatever his name is. She see him, and she said, "Oh, we got some chocolate, y'all," and that's how we got the name of the show. We got some chocolate, y'all. But yeah, Rose is coming in. She's definitely not playing games. She's bringing that energy. She has a presence, and I don't know. The girls don't seem to be here playing. It's a couple. I'm like, but for the most part, the girls they here on a mission. Okay, and I just want to see. I want them all to win. I want them all to win. But let me keep on watching. I need to start eating this because I'm hungry. Rose says y'all can play games if y'all want to. She said that she needs a man. It's a lot of us women out here saying I don't need a man for nothing. Rose said, oh no, she needs a man, and every day in her everyday life there is a reminder that she needs a man. Especially things like reaching up for that top shelf. She'd be like, oh no, where my man at? I need a man. I need a man. So Rose ain't playing. She came here. She need her a man. She is not on that Miss Independent. She's over it. Boo me up. Wife me down. So she's talking to Fritz, and he's like, "Ooh, you got a nice height on you." She said, "No, don't get it twisted. I'm only 5'2". They zoomed down to her feet. That girl got on probably some 6-inch heels, and I mean, she's strutting, and she is strutting. Okay. But let me keep on watching because I can't even chew nothing yet. Y'all keep playing. All right, so what's going on right now is that scene just finished where Miss Rose was going around making her grand entrance. All of a sudden, the camera pans up from like the bottom of Khalil's feet, and then it pans up at an angle, and then we see a new contestant walking in. There is a lady. Her name is Shanice. Well, I just heard her name. She hasn't had her one-on-one camera time yet, so like it didn't show me like her age, what she does. But she has on this nice powder blue number. When I say the bodies are bodying, I don't know if it's the gym. I don't know if it's genetics. I don't know if it's good luck. Okay, gym, genetics, good luck, or if it's Dr. Miami. But the ladies was not coming to play. But anyway, back to the point that I was talking about. The camera pans up, and then we see another gentleman walking up. And it's like, who is that? Child, is Will. It's Will. He's coming into this mixer, and he's like, hey, y'all. My name is Will. What's going on? And then instantly it goes, showing him, greeting everyone. He's greeting the other guys. He's greeting the gals. And then in his one-on-one, he's like, yeah. Let me put this down because I'm over here acting like I'm about to eat it. Child, I'm over here talking to y'all. But anyway, he's like, yeah, I understand what Tommy told me last time, but I have to be myself, which... good for you, because you should always be yourself. We could heed to corrective criticism. We could hear other people, but it's up to you to decide on who you want to be. And he's coming into this authentically himself. And remember, Will, he was the one who was supposed to get kicked off on the first episode because he was too goofy. Will says he doesn't want a woman in his life that's too serious. He don't want a serious woman. He don't want a woman that's too serious. The person that he gets with, they have to like to laugh. They can't be annoyed by people who, are funny or always want to laugh. So Will's on that kind of time again. And we have, he's meeting new ladies. So I don't know how this is going to work out. Hopefully it's a lady in this group that just loves to laugh, but we gonna see. So y'all need to be quiet so I can finish watching. All right. I'll be back. Child, now Sahara is back. Remember, Sahara was the woman that was supposed to get eliminated off on the first episode. Sahara's back. She's in a strappy, like this strap, jean denim dress. It's a short, like a mid dress. It comes to the thigh and it's fitting on her body. She says that Sahara is here to bring sexy back. She's not here to play games. She ain't coming in on no homegirl energy. She is being sexy Sahara. Okay. And then she said, Well, it showed her introducing herself. She walked over to Khalil and she's like, "My name is Sahara." And Khalil said, "Sahara like the desert?" She said, "Yeah, Sahara like the desert, but it's a little more wetter." And then she walks off. Okay, girl. that's my saying so far. So far on this, because I'm still taking it in. We just get to meet these people, so it's just like, okay, that's just me processing it. I'm just processing it. Just processing it. But Sahara is back, honey. Okay. Hold on, no. Hold on. I'm at that run this back so y'all can hear this. Cause what? Hold on.
Okay, hello. Sahara's back in the house. Now, the first mixer, I was everybody home. But this go round, baby, I'm bringing sexy back. JT ain't got nothing on me, baby. Sahara, oh, like the desert. Just like the desert. Okay. A little bit wetter. Today, I definitely stepped up my game. I got the pumps pumping, you feel me? I got the blues brewing. And I wore a love potion. But good, though. Thanks.
A love potion.
You see me? Yes. I see you see me. I need a little bit more help from the spiritual side. And I came out with a little secret potion. Cheers. Same. Stop looking at me like that. Like what? If you like this, I'm gonna keep on doing this. They was digging it. Y'all seen it. I'm sorry, what's your name? Will. Oh yeah, okay. I know you from somewhere. Nah, I don't know you. All right. You got one of them places, huh? Stop playing. Bye. Hey.
Child, did you hear that? So after this whole, my name is Sahara, like the desert, but wetter. She says, I have to bring sexy back. JT ain't got nothing on me, and Sahara. Nah, I didn't seen JT. Okay, I done took a picture with JT. Okay, that face card ain't declining. Okay, but I like your confidence, girl. I love your confidence. She said that she came through. Her blue is bluing. Them pumps is pumping. And then it shows her walking over to meet up with Cam. When she walks over to meet up with Cam, she says that she got her love. She put a love potion on. She made a love spell and she put a love potion on. Sahara, didn't you say in episode 1 that you don't do your magic to persuade like the decisions of others? You don't use your magic to get men? Remember you said that? Are you feeling defeated? It's just a question. I'm just curious as to why you would make a love potion and then apply it to yourself, because I'm believing that what you do, it works. I'm not one of the people who I'm not a skeptic. I'm just like, this is what you say? Okay. Okay. But what is it? I'm just curious as to why you put on a love potion. And then you say you needed some extra help from the spirit world. So are you feeling this way? This is where I'm posing my question. I'm just curious. Are you feeling this way because, you were in the elimination and supposed to be eliminated off the show on the first episode? Does this have you feeling some kind of way so you feel like you need to, get as much assistance as you did say I get as much assistance as I need from the spirit world. So do you feel like I'm on my last leg? Are you really confident in your dating abilities? Not your looks, because she's a really beautiful woman. So I'm not talking about her looks. I'm speaking on her personality and who she is. Are you confident in yourself? Are you starting to second guess yourself? I guess I just want to know, what's the reason? Because you just said, unless you're telling a fib, because you just said it in the episode prior that, you've only used the, incantations and such to get rid of men, like to get them to leave you alone. You would never use it to try to get a man. But today, well, on that episode 2, you put it on, knowing that you were going on this dating event to meet new gentlemen, new suitors, and you put it on, and it felt like to persuade some men. I just feel like step back, take a really deep look at yourself, and see what we can tweak within ourselves, because magic is cool and all. It's cool, but I just believe in free will, so I just feel like spells and incantations and such, that takes away from free will. And I would want a person to deal with me because that person wants to deal with me, not because I did something to trick that person to believing that they want to be with me. I just see too many stories where things go wrong. You know what I'm saying? For things like that. So, if you want to be with me, it's because you want to be with me. And don't be looking at my hookah stash. Mind your business. But yeah, let me finish watching. Because Sahara, I'm just like, punk, I had to put my food. I was grubbing. I had to put my food down. I'm just like, because you just said. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. All right, I'm back. So what happened after that? Tommy comes in. They all gather around, and he's like, we're standing in front of a very historic place. We're standing in front of Independence Hall. He said that's the place where the Declaration of Independence was signed. He said, but what we're doing here is something totally different. We're giving up our independence and learning to depend on someone else. We're learning to be able to trust and to love. He says that, yeah, he'll be able to see through the facade. If you really here for love, you better really make your mark. If not, if you sitting here and you playing, he gonna get you up out of here. So that was pretty much it. All right, so if y'all see some food in between my teeth, just forget your girl. I'm grubbing. So anyway, the show comes back from commercial break, and we see a real cute scene. Well, just real cute because of who was in the scene. So we see, I had his name wrong. His name is not Hassan, it's Hussein. So we see Hussein, and he's sitting down with Miss Rose. And you know what? They would be a very nice looking couple. And I was right. Boop. I was right. I said he was like 6'7". I find out that he's 6'7". He says that he does interior design. So that's really cool. So Hussein, if you ever come across this video, let me see some of your work. I love art. I'm an artist. I love art. That's very artistic. I love seeing how people put things together. So if you ever come across this, Hussein, let me see what you're working with. As far as your art, your how you decorate. I want to see how you decorate. Put it together. Yeah, put it together. But anyway, they're sitting there, they're talking, and he says that he used to play basketball. And then he just realized that he wasn't really fulfilled. So he always had like this thing for design. And so that's what he's pursuing. Then Miss Rose shows him some work that she's done. And she says that not only is she a hairdresser, but she also makes some really good hair oils. Me too. Me too. And some good body butters. Don't mind my burns. And remember, a couple episodes ago, it was looking real bad. And I went out in the sun. And I'm probably going to have some more burns. But look at how good I'm looking and real glowy. That's that yes sugar. I ain't got no makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Just my eyebrows and a lash and some Carmex. But, real good, real glowy. That's yes sugar. You should get you some. www.yessugar.com. Wait, have you even liked this video? Because y'all be playing games. I forget to ask because, I'm new here. But don't take advantage of the fact that I'm new here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. But anyway, let me get back to this. See what these cutie pies are talking about. And I'll be back. And this food is good. Just in case you was wondering. It's yummy. All right, next scene, we come in and we see the lady I was telling you about in the powder blue outfit. So she has on this powder blue like two-piece fit, and it has the long gloves. It looks maybe it kind of has like a velvety look to it, but I don't know that it's a velvet outfit, like a real like shushy kind of like that smooth and like I don't know. I can't think right now. This light is like all in my head and making me sleepy. It's making me sleepy for real. But she has on this like soft material. She has on these gloves, and it comes about like right here, and then it's like a halter top with like a peekaboo cut out. So her under boob, like all of that, the under boob is like showing, and then her waist is on tiny, stomach is on flat, and that booty is swollen. Okay, she got a donkey back there. She says that she does Pilates. She is 44 years old, and she is a serial entrepreneur. And girl, friend, okay? People don't understand that entrepreneurship, being a business owner, is only for the crazy, not for the weak, and not for the lazy, okay? I think she said she has like 4 businesses. So she's into a routine. She's sitting there and she's talking to Cisco. Well, his name is Francisco, but he's on the show just as Cisco. I like Francisco better because Cisco make me think about, thong song. Thong, 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 thong. But she's sitting down, she's talking to him, and he is sweating again. When they first started talking, his shirt is on. But as soon as he sits down and start talking to her, 2 seconds later, that shirt is coming off. So I don't know what's going on. Papa, why are you running so hot? Because they're not doing any strenuous activities, and he's a very fit man. But this brother is hot. He is sweating. So Shanice, she's like, well, I'm attracted to Cisco because I think he might be Puerto Rican and black or something. But she's attracted to those Dominican, Puerto Rican looking fellas. So Cisco has her attention. Cisco is fit. Shanice asked him, like, if you had a dad bod, would your shirt still be coming off? He said, heck yeah, I'm hot. I don't care about what my body look like. If I'm hot, these clothes is coming off. And ditto. Okay, it's 56. It's 56 degrees today where I am. I am in a 2-piece. This is like a halter top, skaty strap halter, and they got these shorts, honey. And I had this and my flip flops on. And when I went to go run my errands, the lady was like, "Mija, aren't you cold? It's cold outside. Where's?" Oh, and I had like my sweater, like this little thin thing. She's like, "Where are your clothes?" I said, "Girl, I run hot. Okay, if I had any more clothes on right now, I will be breaking into a full sweat." So I get it, Cisco. But that's why I'm asking, you okay? Because only when you ain't okay. And things like that is okay. But nah. Let's get into it. Because now, the scene done panned over to Will and Coley. And we only on episode 2. And this is my first time seeing Coley. And Coley, she kind of getting on my nerves the same way that True was getting on my nerves, and the same way Sahara be getting on my nerves. Them 3 ladies, I don't know. Sahara, True, and Coley. Those 3, they be getting on my nerves. For the fellas so far, it is Will. Naeem is not here. Well, I don't know if he's gonna come in on this episode because I'm still so early in it, and this is gonna be a long video because I probably have, heck, this is probably like 50 minutes of content, and I'm about halfway in. But anyway, Will, he be getting on my nerves. Naeem, I just feel like I'm being biased when it comes to Naeem, but he be getting on my nerves. And Wayne with that bang. So far, and I'm on episode 2, and some of them I only seen on one episode, and they be getting on my nerves. But let me see what Wayne and Cody talking about. I feel like this is a scene I just want to skip because she be asking questions and she be annoying in her voice. I'm not a fan. And Wayne, I mean not Wayne, Will, all he did was just sit there and damn giggle. I'm only gonna watch it so I can come back and tell you about it, okay? So let me go on and watch this. Dang. All right. So the scene with Coley and Will was real fast. Will was just. So Coley says that she feels like Will has like maybe a nervous laugh. That's not looking good, Will. The ladies were saying that you were laughing too much and you weren't able to have like a serious conversation in the first episode. This is a brand new woman. Brand new opportunity. She don't even know nothing about you getting eliminated. And her first impression of you is the same thing. So that's just what I be saying. Maybe we need to take a step back and do a reevaluation and see what tools we may need to help us before we jump into this dating world. Because I don't want Will to feel defeated. You know, even with me making these comments about any other people that I'm talking about, I'm just doing commentary. I'm just talking about what I'm seeing. You signed up for this, and I signed up to do commentary. So that's all this is. It's not any hate. So I don't want Will or any of the other castmates to feel defeated. But I don't feel like it's time for you to date, Will. I don't feel like it's time for you to date. I feel like you could better source your time. I feel like you could source your time out better doing anything else. But dating, I don't think it's time for that. And then Coley, you kind of inappropriate. I forgot about that part earlier. She was sitting down with Fritz. It wasn't too many seconds ago. And she made a comment like something about the guys here. And then Fritz was like, yeah, I know. You know, I just talk about the experience. So she's like, oh, you date men? I didn't know you date men. And he's like, what? And I understand the times that we're in. A lot of people date a lot of people, okay? Some men are dating men and women and dogs and trains and cats and an octopus. You know, you could kind of be who you want to be. But the new president said, heck no, he cracking down on some stuff. You know, I understand. It's a certain way that you could pose a question. You could just ask him, you know, so what is your attraction level? Like, who are you attracted to? What are some things that you're attracted to? You know? And leave room open for a person to be able to just, you know, let you know without feeling so, you know, judged. And because even if he did find some of the guys here attractive and maybe he did want to date them, and I'm not saying that Fritz did, in any of the people, you know, I say that the women are beautiful. I don't think I wanted to date any of those women, but they were really beautiful, you know. So you could see an attraction level in people. That doesn't mean that he wants to date them. And then she turned around and she said, wherever she said Will said he lived, and she's like, oh, that's a good place for shopping. And Will was like, well, yeah, you know, the ladies, y'all like to go shopping. And she was like, you don't want to go shopping? And he said, I'm not a lady. And she's like, well, I don't know. I don't know that. And then he instantly, like, you could see the people, like, close up. You could see them shut down. So he kind of like, what? And, okay, like I said, we live in a world where, you know, some people can transition and you could kind of be whoever you want to be. So I understand. You don't know that he's a biological male, but you didn't even ask. You just like, oh, you aren't? Well, there's no way that I would know. Ask. Ask. Just ask. Hey, Will, You look really handsome and macho. You know, no disrespect, just curious. Because I'm into bio men or cisgender. I don't know. I don't know all the labels. I don't know the labels. You know, whatever. I'm into, you know, people like being the way that you were born. You know, so how were you born? Like, figure out a way to ask that question. You just like, oh, you're not? Well, I wouldn't know. Like, I'll be like, trick if you don't get out my face. Like, what, girl? Move. You already, your hair, she got a hair clip. I got a hair clip. I know my hair ain't looking the best. I'm chilling. I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna get cute for y'all one day. But not right now. We homies, you know? Shoot. Her hair is like this. So it's supposed to be straight, but it's like wave, and then some of it is blonde on the underneath. And then she's got like, it's just like, it's just like clipped like this. Like, girl, and you sitting here, yeah, your face is pretty. Yeah, you have long hair. Yeah, you're not fat or whatever you may feel that your perks are, but you look a mess. You ain't even come with your hairstyle. Even if you want to put a clip on it, because you have the right to clip your hair up. Why didn't you wrap it up and clip it? You just said to heck with it. Just so I know you ain't a woman. Well, I can tell that you aren't. I can tell that you aren't the most put together one. You know? So, and that would be naughty if he said that. You know, you wouldn't like that. So, I don't know. I just feel like let's figure out our communication skills. You know? Let's do our part in being a wholesome individual. Like, y'all grown. And Cody, like, you 32, like 32, between 32 and 36. Like, girl, you've been old enough to know. You're getting on my nerves. Okay? So, you have been put on notice. Let's see, hell. Oh, who else was talking? I done got mad at Coley. But yeah, Will was just like, what? And then he started to laugh. So, I feel like it could be a nervous laugh, but I don't know, Will. I don't really care to sit down and talk to him, because it's just, he just, I like to laugh, but it's just weird words in between, you know? Like, he just be busting up. He just be cutting up too much. But then we see Sahara. Sahara, she's sitting down with Cisco and asked me what they was talking about. What Kendrick said? They ain't talking about nothing. Anyway, I want to see who else is there. Oh, boop. They weren't talking about nothing. They showed they scene and said skip. So then they went on to the next scene. And in this scene, it is Rocky. I don't know if you remember her, but of course, I'm going to make sure the pictures are there. And I'm going to make sure that I don't delete any clips so nothing jumps around like last time. But I'll make sure the thing is right there. So Rocky, she's sitting down and she's talking to Cam, the firefighter. So she's sitting down, she's talking to him, and she's like, oh, you know, you sell chocolate. You know, I love chocolate, man. And then she says, like, she had to go and start dating the other side, which I guess is, like, less melanated people. Like, she's rather fair herself. But, like, I'm guessing she mean, like, people, you know? She said because, the chocolate brothers was doing me bad. They was giving me a tummy ache. And he's sitting there like, oh, sorry to hear that. And it's like, okay, I get it. I understand exactly what you're saying. So I'm not picking on you. I understand what you're saying. I kind of feel like wrong audience. Rocky, you, and this is to anybody. This is to all of us. All of us. But I'm talking to Rocky. But you take something from this too, okay? Rocky, you have a fresh start with a fresh person. You don't know Cam. Cam doesn't know you. If you're attracted to Cam, just talk to Cam. He doesn't need to know that you almost gave up on your people because you met a few people who weren't to your liking. Sometimes we don't pick right, especially in our younger years. You know, maybe we don't think things through. In my case, both times I got married, I probably should not have, especially to the people I got married to. But at that time, I was dealing with my trauma. So, I was just say yes when I should have said no. I didn't understand my boundaries. I didn't want to be mean to anyone. And all these different things. And people take advantage of that. So, trust me, I understand. But that's not everybody. So, fresh situation, don't nobody need to know what somebody did to you that was not kind. Set your boundaries, know what your boundaries are, set your boundaries, and then just go out into the world and be. Cam did not need to know that Chocolate Brothers have hurt you before. That's not his cross to bear. He shouldn't be, it's a punishment in a sense. Because now he's like, whoa, a person is either going to always be thinking about how I'll be the same person as what always happened to her. Or they might look at you and be like, I ain't even going to deal with that. So it's just a mental note. Do with it what you please. I be giving my brother game all the time. Some of my sisters too. And they don't listen. And that's their prerogative. But don't come talking to me then. Because, hello? I'm sitting here giving you some advice, just hearing it as another person. And you don't want to heed to it. But want to keep asking for it. Girl, bye. But with Rocky, it ain't none of his business. It ain't none of his business who you dated. Ain't none of his business what happened in your past marriage. I'm just talking for myself and for anybody else. It ain't nobody business. I mean, unless the kids is here or you have like some cooties that is transmittable. Like that, people need to know about. But, like, who your partner was, being wronged by people, that ain't nobody business. And I pray that you are able to forgive those people, but most importantly, forgive yourself. So that way you can move forward. And you're probably like, forgive myself for what? For allowing it. Sometimes we stay in situations too long. People are like, why do you always be so happy that you're divorced? Because I knew I should not have married that individual to begin with. But then I did it. And then since I did it, I didn't want to fail at it. So I stayed married. Even when the marriage was failing. And then one day I got bold enough to say, no, I know what I deserve. I need to leave. And then I did. And then years later, he finally granted me the divorce. And now I'm free. So you take accountability for your part. Forgive yourself for staying in situations too long. And the moment that you realize that you are free and you're able to heal so that way you can go out into the world and be a better person. That's just my philosophy. But let's go ahead and because child, it's gonna be a long one. Let's go ahead and see what else they're talking about. I kind of want to fast forward because this episode is not really giving it to me like that. Maybe the people born, maybe production just put it together, make it slow. But this one, it ain't really getting it. But let me see what else they talk about. I'll be back. Alright, so then we come back. We in a brand new scene and it's cute. It's cute. I like it. It's Tay and it's Fritz. They're having a sit down and Fritz looks like he is just enamored with Tay. Okay? He lets her know how absolutely stunning she is. He lets her know, like, you kind of the favorite amongst the fellas. We all gonna be pining over you. And she has such a sweet disposition. She's just like, oh, really? I'm just so glad to be here. I really wanted to spend time with you because we didn't get to spend time. She's seeming very attentive. She's saying the right things. Because these men, you gotta stroke their ego. As you say, Evan. But Tay is saying the right things. And Fritz is like, I was supposed to be in Panama. My birthday is next week. And she said, oh, really? You gonna go? And he said, no, I canceled the trip. She's like, I hope you had flight insurance. He said, no. But I just figured that only thing I'm losing by not going there is a little bit of money. I feel like I could possibly be gaining something way more being here. Being here as in the process. And so she's like, oh, really? And he's like, I travel a lot. As a matter of fact, I've been so many places and I've seen so many beautiful views that I just wish I had someone to share it with. He want to share the views with somebody. And Tay, she's like, oh, wow. Oh, really? And he's like, because I'll take you with me. Honey, they went to his one-on-one with him and the camera. And he said that he was ready to go ahead and call his mama right then and be like, look, I found your daughter-in-law. I think I found the one. Honey, he's feeling like Tay is her. We're going to see. Because, at the end of these shows, they be getting booed up like they be like becoming official. People have gotten married. So, I don't know. This scene was so cute with Tay and Fritz. So, I'm cheering them on. But we gonna see. We gonna see. This is cute though. Oh shoot, I didn't pause y'all. My bad. So boom. Now we are in the scene with Rocky and Khalil. So Rocky's like, "Ooh, how many tattoos do you have?" Wait, pause. Before Rocky and Khalil scene, it just showed a real quick of Rose and Kim. And all Rose said was, what do you do? And he said, I'm a firefighter. And she said, ooh, she gave him a high five. She said, I love him in a uniform. So that was that. It was a real quick scene. Pardon me. Then we go over to Cam and Rocky. And so Rocky is admiring Cam's tattoos because he is tatted up. And it might actually be warm because, not Cam, Khalil came up out of that suit jacket. So it might be getting a little warm. So my bad, Cisco, a little bit. My bad, a little bit. But he's coming out of his clothes. Well, not out of his clothes. Ooh. He came out of his jacket. His suit jacket. And so you see his tattoos because he is tatted up. So Rocky's like, how many tattoos do you have? Have you ever counted? And he says no. He's never counted. And he's just showing his arms. He's like, I just got all this work. I think it's his left arm. His left arm is dedicated to his brother. He had a brother that was 1 year older than him, who unfortunately decided that he just couldn't do this anymore. So he removed himself. That has to be a very hard feeling. I've been depressed before. I believe a lot of us have. I've had moments of uncertainty, but there has never been a situation where I didn't want to be here. Even with my condition, even at the hardest part of my sickness, even with becoming paralyzed, even, I never not wanted to be here. So for a person to be hurting so bad that they just feel like this isn't it, my heart really goes out to them. Life would be so much better with you there. I promise. And there is help. So I'm going to make sure that the number for you to call somebody and get some help is going to be right here on the screen, okay? Because we love you and we need you around. Just one more day. Just don't look at the grand scheme of things, okay? Just one day at a time, or 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 bite at a time, okay? Just do just one at a time, okay? And then you'll look up and your ebbs and flows will be working a lot better. That really breaks my heart to hear that people felt so hopeless. And Khalil and your family, I know that there is no healing. There's always going to be that open wound and that void. But I pray that you all are able to find some comfort at some point. And that's very beautiful for you to have dedicated so much of you, to your brother's memory. So Rest in peace to him. But yeah, sorry. That was just like, oof, for me, you know? It's really heartbreaking. But Rocky is feeling him. Rocky's tatted up. He's tatted up. He shows his other arm. He's like, yeah, this is my brother's arm. So it got kind of somber for a second. Then he showed his other arm. And he's like, this is my travel arm. And she's like, what? Quit playing. I got a travel leg. So they both go get tattoos when they go traveling and doing things. So Rocky's excited because he fine. He got facial hair. Because remember, that was her thing. They got to have some facial hair. He got facial hair. He fine. He tall. He chocolate. He likes to travel. So Rocky's like, you know, I'm kind of interested. But then she remembers, we had a mixer. And I got to keep mixing. I got to get to know him. But I kind of want to stay right here with him. So we're going to see how this all works out. I'm about to keep watching them. And then I'm going to come back. And I'm going to tell you what I saw. Okay? All right. Next scene is Shanice and comes. And it's Shanice and Cam. Remember the girl with the powder blue on? Yeah, her. So Cam is sitting down and he asks Shanice, so what do you do for work? Honey? When he asked that question, he might as well say, go. Okay? Shanice, she says, oh, I'm a serial entrepreneur. She says, I do. I think it was something with medical. Something with something else. She does, she's a stylist. She used to be a celebrity stylist. She does this. She does that. She does this. She does that. They even did like jump scenes to make it seem like it was like all day long when she was talking about what she does. And Cam was like, because he thought she was going to just like name one thing, maybe two tops. She named like 48 things. The list, she probably still going right now. But Cam is like, look, she do a little bit too much for me. You know, I can't be a woman that works that much and always talk about work because, I mean, I know he asked. You did ask Cam. In her defense, you did ask. But Shanice, you know, just say, I run a business. Because, real talk, ain't nobody, you could just say, you know what? I work. Because you do, girl, and you work hard. Because I run a business. And it's hard. But Shanice, don't nobody need to know your business, okay? Unless you're turning them into a customer. And if you're a customer, you're not a lover. Because you don't cross that threshold, okay? It gets messy. But, yeah. I would just let them know. I work. I'm employed. You know, we'll talk about that later. Because it ain't none of his business. For real. I'm about to let y'all hear it. Because, oh shoot, with my other remote. Not even prepared. Okay.
Ask what you do for work.
So, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I'm in healthcare. I own group homes. I also have a trucking company. So I have an online store.
Okay.
I used to be a celebrity stylist.
Okay.
Looking to build the app.
I don't think I could be with a woman that talks about her work all the time. Like, I love that you're passionate about what you do. But if you can't separate yourself from your job, then that's a problem.
You said you do trucking and...
I do residential rehabilitation.
So Shanice, we really did...
Whoa, pause. Because we heard her say you do trucking and why was it a different guy? Chinese, you running your tea down to every man. They don't need to know all of your business. Bookie, okay? She started off talking to Cam. We heard him talking, and then when I heard him say, so you say you do trucking? I looked up. It was Khalil. So you just telling. Girl.
And get too deep. A lot of the questions were around business. So that was kind of a red flag for me. So you got a lot of different businesses going. You do a lot of different things.
I do.
Tied up a lot of time.
Yeah.
You making time for dating and stuff?
I don't have like free time for shenanigans. No.
Okay.
So she's speaking with Khalil. She meaning Shanice. She's speaking with Khalil. And he's just like, so you do X, Y, and Z. You do X, Y, and Z. This, that, and the third. He's like, so, dang, sound like you work a lot. She's like, I do. Sound like you don't really have time. I don't. So do you even have time to date? And she's like, I don't have time for shenanigans. And I get it. I get it, Shanice. I ain't got time for shenanigans either. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable. I'm trying to open these now, ladies. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable. And like, who really wants to sit here and entertain someone just to have your time wasted? Not a lot of people do. But it's a part of the process, my love. Sometimes you gotta shenan. Then you gotta shenan again. And you gotta shenan again. And you gotta shenan again. You know? So sometimes the shenanigans is just a part of it. You know, we sometimes we just feel like, I want this cookie cutter life, you know? I want to have an amazing business that's flourishing. You know, I would love for my business to be bringing in, you know, when you're starting off, you be thinking you wanted to bring in 500,000. As you start scaling, you're like, I want to bring in 5 million. As you keep scaling, you want to bring in 20 million. You know, and then you just never satisfied. You know, you just want to keep going up the corporate ladder. You know, you want to just keep making more, keep making more, keep making more. It sounds like it's a security thing. And I'm going to pose the same question to you, my beautiful. So she's not getting on my nerves. She's not. She's not giving me what the other girls that I said was getting on my nerves was giving me. Shanice seems like a very set woman. She seems like she knows who she is. She's polite. She's gorgeous. The other ladies were gorgeous too. But she's polite. She's gorgeous. She just seems very self-assured. But I don't believe that you really have time for this. You might be a little lonely. It might be nice to have someone who you can get dressed up and go out to eat with and have date night. But in order to even find that out, sometimes, mama, you got to be open for the shenanigans, okay? And the gans, and the gans, and the gans. And it may not be that way. But you have to be open to it. It's a part of the process. Because how else do you find the one unless you didn't kiss 50 million frogs, you know? If you're going to quit after the first frog, then focus solely on your career. But if you're wanting a chance at love, some of these things are going to have to go to the wayside. You might have to outsource, even if you want to still have your business, but you may not be able to play such a big role. And I'm wondering, she's 44, and I'm not putting a time limit on anyone because I don't even have kids yet. But I wonder if she wants to have children. Shanice, was it ever a part of your plan to become a mother? Is that why you're working so hard? Because that's why I'm working so hard. You know, I definitely would not want to bring a child into this world. And I am not financially secure a certain way. Because, you know, you can't just run off of love alone. If we could, a lot of us would be full because I got nothing but love for you. But you can't run off of love alone. My question, though, is if you have a child, are they going to always be with a nanny because you're running all these businesses? You know, like, what is your quit? What is your enough? If you find someone who is promising and serious and making these proper steps, will you fall back? These are just questions that I have for her. And I'm just curious. You know, does she just want to date? Are you interested in getting married? And what are you willing to give up? Because in life, it's always going to be a sacrifice. You know? Not the conspiracy kind. Not those kind of sacrifices. I mean, those happen too. But that's not the one I'm talking about. You know, I'm just talking about something that you've wanted, you'll have to let go of in order to, you know, for the greater good. But let's see what my girl's talking about. I'm ready to be over this. All right, so now we're at the scene with Tay and Cisco. They're sitting down, and Cisco says that Tay is giving a goddess. She's like a beautiful goddess. Tay is like, Cisco is fine, okay? I feel like the ladies are attracted to Cisco because he's Puerto Rican. He identifies as Hispanic, as a Hispanic male. So he's like, have you ever dated a Hispanic man before? And Tay's like, no, and I've never been to Puerto Rico before, but I would love to go. And he's like, oh, can you dance? And she's like, she can't dance like that much. And he's like, oh, it's all in the hips. And she's like, I can't really move my hips like that. He said, oh, yeah, you got to move them hips. And she said, well, you can talk to me in Spanish all night long. So the girls are getting turned on by the fact that, what's his name? Cisco is Puerto Rican. And so he's real laid back. I mean, so Cisco, he just giving suavemente. He just sits back and he just like, he either got his shirt on or his shirt off. And for the most part, he's just sitting back, just smiling, and the ladies are they just melting over him. And he is a handsome man, but I feel like I ain't really seeing much about his personality. I feel like all of this that the women are like coming, giving it up to him about is because he's Puerto Rican. And to me that's shallow, but whatever. So Tay and Cisco, they flirting. He asked her when was her last relationship. She's like 1.5 years. He said it's been like 3.5 to 4 years. And it only ended because his partner was insecure and he can't deal with that. Questioning him as to why he's getting a haircut. Where are you going? What you looking all good for? What you smelling all good for? That type of stuff. He said it was just too much and he couldn't do it. So they broke up. He said, but I have cheated in the past. And Tay said, and then she goes to her confessional and she's like, my last relationship ended because he stepped out. Okay. He cheated. Like, so she was taken aback. And it's like, dang, that's jacked up. But I understand. I just feel like you don't have to cheat. Be honest. Hey, this isn't working out. Pros and cons. What weighs out more in your relationship? Everything good but this one thing? Is that one thing the driving force behind it? Is that something that you have to have? Or can you do without? Hey, I'm feeling this kind of way. I'm thinking of stepping out. Have these conversations. Your partner might be like, you ain't gotta step out. Shoot, I've been wanting to step out too. Let's go get us somebody. Or, cool, let's step out, but we're gonna be together. Or whatever the case. I don't feel like you have to cheat. Before you get to the point of cheating, just leave. But Tay is taken aback. Her warm, bubbly disposition has changed. She is shelled. She is stern. And Cisco can see the difference. So he's very attentive and he realizes, saying that I cheated, this triggered her. She might be hurt. She might be hurt behind such an action. And he let her know, I cheated before. I'm not a cheater. And I don't believe that I would be in a relationship with someone else that I would cheat on. I feel like with Tay, the damage is done. She a little stunned right now. Just give her a minute to bounce back. Because she's still like a deer in headlights. Okay, like, she got to process it. And she's like, okay. She's still processing. But I think she's going to still give Cisco a chance. But her guards is just up a little bit. Because that's a trauma. It's a trauma. It's like, not you too. And babes, people cheat. Have I cheated? Nah, I ain't cheat because I'm too honest. I be macking. I be dating all y'all. And when I was married, I was married. But I ain't married, so I'm dating all y'all. You know? And just be grateful for your turn. Okay? All right.
Did in the past. Yes. So my last relationship, we just went our separate ways. He cheated, okay? He cheated and tried to tell me he didn't cheat. I went to the phone, I saw the text, but he cheated. I saw your energy shift a little bit. I was like, I cheated in the past, right? You just, your face changed a little bit, and it's cool. I mean,
Cam and Rose sit down. They're definitely flirting. They feel like they're feeling each other. Rose is, dropping her moves on Cam, and then all of a sudden she says, do you have children? He doesn't have any children. And then she said, do you have a problem, or are you against dating a woman who has children? And he said, I never have, but I don't believe that I'm opposed to it. And then in his one-on-one, he says he didn't know it's possible for a man to have baby fever, but he kind of has baby fever. He kind of wants to have a child. He kind of wants to have a child of his own. So they're talking and they're smiling. And then Rose says, I'm spiritual. Spirituality means everything to me. Where are you in all of this? And he's like, well, no, she asked about his family. And he's like, we're not really that close. You could tell it's something going on right there. So, he lets her know that they had some issues, a lot of it pertaining to religion. His parents brought him up a certain way. I don't believe that he agreed with that particular way of being brought up. So the moment that he became an adult and was able to get away, he got away and he made a way for himself. And Rose is kind of looking like, dang, because I really like you, but spirituality is everything to me. Like, I don't believe that she's going to compromise, and she shouldn't have to, and neither should Cam. Find someone that's okay with you not being spiritual or religious, and let that be your partner. And for you, Rose, don't get caught up in looks and try to force your beliefs on someone else. That's all I have with that. Then what else happened? Who else? Who else was talking?
What would you say you're looking for in a person? Be kind, be tall. Everything else, leave it to God. Kind and tall. Yeah. My type is tall. Like, at least 6'2".
Hey, what else? Describe him.
I don't care as long as he's 6'2". I've tried it.
That is Hussein sitting down with Coley. I told you Coley, and I'm not being mean. Coley gives me airhead. Like, so Hussein is like, what are you attracted to? She said, you just gotta be tall, kind and tall. And he's like, tall? And she's like, yeah. You just gotta be kind and tall. Like, girl, get off. I hope they vote her ass off, because she is really, like, she gives ditzy, she gives airhead, she gives I'm cute. Like, I feel like she's probably got so many advances in life because she was pretty, but baby girl, that is not enough. Okay, it's a lot of pretty girls. Okay, all the girls that came on this show are beautiful, gorgeous, and pretty within their own right. So being pretty ain't enough. You coming off ditzy, you coming off very airhead, and just real, like, all the guys when they talk to her, they be smiling because she's beautiful. But when they talk to her, they be like, I get it. Just what I said. So Hussein, in his confessional, he says, Coley, when he saw her in that red dress, he was like, bow, because she's gorgeous. He said, but when we started talking, it really seemed like we didn't have much to talk about. So he doesn't know that he would initiate, moving further with the connection, because it's like there's nothing there. There's nothing to talk about. There's, just having like a pointless conversation. And then he says, I don't advertise my height. And she says, well, you don't have to. Duh. Because he is tall. I told y'all he's 6'7". The tallest guy I've ever dated. I dated 2 guys that was 6'11". And I'm 5'2" and 3/4. And something just felt wrong about it, So I like him tall too. But that ain't everything, girl. And that's all that you have to bank on. They just gotta be tall and kind. Okay, girl. Whatever. So the next scene, it has 2 fellas sitting down, and they just, rewind. So Hara and Fritz was sitting down, and they was having a cute little, 1-2. Why did they start with the flat Earth, round Earth theory? So Hara like, the world flat, and Fritz is like, huh? Wait, what's flat? And she said, Earth is flat. He said, you really believe that? She said, yeah, it's flat. Ain't nothing round. Ain't nothing round. Ain't nothing around here. And he's like, the Earth is round. So they over here, flat Earth, round Earth. Girl, do you know how to date? You be real goofy. Sahara be giving me goofy goober. They're just having a powwow amongst the bros. And it is Will and Cam. So they're sitting down, and Will is like, man, this is hard. And Cam's like, right? He was like we gotta, it's like, hurry up and find someone that you're having a connection with. Hurry up and build a connection. Find that person. Otherwise, you're going to get booted off and go home. And then he starts his laugh. You know how Will laugh. So then it pans over to Cam's. He's a firefighter. It pans over to Cam's confessional, and he's like, man, Will is nervous. So, as another man, he can tell that this brother, he nervous. He's like, Will is nervous. He's not feeling so confident in himself. If the ladies are going to like you, they're going to like you. Just put yourself out there. And Will's like, this sucks, because it's going to be a guy and a girl going home after this today. I might as well go get me something to eat before they send me home. And then he says, the 5 ladies, well, in his confessional, then it goes to Will's confessional. Then he's like, the 5 ladies before didn't like me, and they're willing to send me home. And he's like, I don't really see that these 5 women are going to like me. So he's already feeling defeated. Sahara is feeling defeated. Oh, I didn't even tell you, because, child, I forgot. Before. You're not sounding too confident in yourself, Papa. And I hate that for you. I pray that you're able to find something that's going to help you boost your confidence. I don't know if you feel some kind of way because you bald. Because I have a brother that's bald. And he be acting thrown off too. And it's like, they got man units now. We all can wear wigs, okay? It ain't that serious. If your hair is, or lack thereof, is what got you feeling like, a little funny style and a little funky, go put some on. Go slap some on. Call me. I got a unit you could borrow. Now, I ain't gonna style it on you, but you can have you some hair, okay? But yeah, maybe Will gonna go home. He feel like he is He's already out for the count. Last episode, he came into this one defeated. It felt like he just showed up because Tommy gave him a second chance. But it seemed like he don't know what the heck he here for. Poor baby. Okay. Child. You know Tommy done popped up. He borrowing the fellas and he borrowing the ladies. And he wants to talk to them and figure out, who are you fooling? Yeah, we at that part of this show. So the fellas are like, Tay. Cisco said, well, I got a list. He said, Tay. So they all feeling Tay. Cam said he's actually feeling Rose. He feels like she's at his... He's feeling Rose. He feels like she's his top right now. Yeah. So it's Tay and Rose. So congratulations, girls. And then we are going to head over to when Tommy's talking to the ladies to figure out who they feeling. Off rip, I heard Fritz's name. They said Fritz is educated. He is experienced. He is well traveled. And the ladies want to hold Fritz's hand. I feel like it's another guy though. So let's find out. Who else they saying? Honey, Tay says she feeling all the men. She said, I'm feeling everybody. But she said Francisco, which is Cisco. He's like her top. She is feeling him. She's attracted to him. They're like, yeah, Cisco. And then they said Hussein, because he tall. Child, did I burp in your ear? My apologies. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Or I'm going to burp again. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, they are feeling Fritz. They are feeling Cisco. And they are feeling... Who? Fritz, Cisco, and... Child. Fritz, Cisco. Hussein. Yeah, Fritz, Cisco. I forgot. Khalil said Rocky. He's feeling Rocky. They went over to the other side. Rocky is feeling Khalil. But she also feeling Cam. Ooh. She's also feeling Cam. Sahara said she feeling Cam too. She said Cam looked at her like he wanted to eat her up. And she gonna let him. Ooh. So now it's the flashback scene to when Tommy was talking to the fellas and he wants to know, well, who aren't you feeling? And my. Why the first name out with no hesitation was Shanice. Khalil was like, Shanice. He said, all she do is talk about her businesses. And that's just too much for me. You know what? Let him tell you. Come on, baby. Tell us.
Who we not feeling? Shawnee's actually, she talked about entrepreneurship and business the entire time. It didn't really seem like she was interested in relationships type of things.
She's entrepreneur, which I love, but it just seemed like the conversation wasn't going anywhere. I don't care about what you got. I want to know who you are.
I know that's right.
Rick, who are your least
Who are
connections?
my least connections? Tahara. She just comes
Sorry.
a little strong. I don't think it's for me.
Coley, the energy she gives off.
Coley?
It's like,
For Wall,
can I be real?
Yeah, be real.
It seemed like she was more excited when you came out.
Me?
I'm I know, but that's what I'm saying. We here for us.
So you're saying she here for the wrong reasons, pretty much.
Maybe. It seemed like it.
When I was talking to her, everything was very surface level.
During our conversation, we really just stayed at shell level. I didn't feel anything there.
That's all the time we want. That's all the time we want.
All right.
Thank you.
Rose, who was your least?
Don't about the ladies yet. You heard that? Oh, excuse me. The first name that came out, I don't feel like it was necessarily because she was the person that they really weren't feeling the most. First name was Shanice. It was just because, Mama, you didn't leave a positive impact. You weren't negative. You were just so focused on your business. And that was just turning the guys off. You know, it was just turning the guys off. And I think people are proud of you, mama, that you got so much going for yourself. I know I'm proud of you, especially being an entrepreneur as well. I'm proud of you, mommy. But that's not who you are. People want to know who Shanice is. So lead with that and not necessarily what you got and what you be doing. And I think you'll find somebody because you're beautiful, body banging, and you're stylish. The other name, though, these women, I have absolutely no problem with hearing a fella say that they ain't feeling them because I ain't feeling them either. Sahara. The fellas ain't feeling you, mama. And this is the second batch of fellas because you were supposed to be eliminated on episode 1. You got that curveball pass. And it's looking like you're fumbling it. And then they said Coley. Same thing I said. Attractive, but it's like, is there anything going on there? She gives airhead vibes. The guys that said that. I said that. She's giving airhead vibes. She's giving very ditzy. The fellow said that she's very surface level. They can't go deep with her. The conversation ain't going nowhere at all. So honestly, I kind of hope she go home. But I don't know, because Sahara, I don't know. Is she painted out to be the villain in this show? Because from what I've seen, I'm not liking you, girl. But let's hear what who the ladies ain't feeling.
He's connected.
I like him, but it's the spiritual part.
What about the spiritual part?
He's just not spiritual or religious.
That's Rose saying that.
Hey.
I don't want to send nobody home.
Hey. That's what this process is. You got to make some hard decisions.
Khalil, we talked originally when I first came out, and we got as far as his name, then we split up. I don't have a connection with him. I would say Khalil.
As me and him didn't get a chance to bond, like, on an intimate level. It was more so like friends.
On the surface level.
Yeah.
All right, Cole, your turn.
I think his name is Will. He's bald and he don't listen.
He's bald and he don't listen.
He don't listen. I'm like trying to have a conversation and he's not conversating.
I would say Will. I think he's a...
Carly said Will because he's bald and he don't know how to listen. The same woman that I called ditzy and an airhead and shallow and surface level. That's the reasons that she had. Not because he was goofy, which was what everybody's issue was last episode. That he's bald and he don't listen. But my whole thing is Coley. What he supposed to be listening to? You wasn't talking about nothing. And he could get a toupee. He could get a man's unit. And then what? You don't listen. You don't have conversation. You don't have depth. Okay? You ain't gonna, just because he bald and he don't listen. Coley, you're not a catch. Oh, shoot, I hit the wrong button.
I think she'd be
pissing me off.
Somebody go out with kick it.
I don't know. So, I feel like, because I was surprised to hear Khalil's name. But like I said, production puts these shows together so we don't see what all really happened, nor do we know what was left out. But I was surprised to hear Khalil because every time they showed Khalil, he seemed very attentive. He seemed very engaged in conversation with the ladies. But you know what? Real talk, Khalil might have only been engaged with the women that he felt a real connection with. Women that he was truly attracted to. So some ladies are like, he just introduced himself, but he kept it pushing. Well, he and Rocky was sitting up getting real chummy, okay? He was getting real chummy with a few ladies. So it just might not be you, but I understand in this show you're supposed to make several connections to get it to dwindle down to one. So I don't know. But yeah, I was surprised to hear that. I was not shocked to hear Will. And Cam was on the chopping block for Rose, even though Cam said that Rose was his number one. Rose said Cam the thing for her that made her not really consider him is the fact of his spirituality. And I understand it. I understand it. I understand it. So, hey, sucks. Child, I didn't hit play after the commercial break, and why I hear Sahara talking about some her and Thomas. I guess you're talking about Tommy. Me and Thomas is gonna fight if I'm in the bottom two again. How are you gonna be upset with Tommy when your placement in the bottom two and your risk of elimination is based off of you? Why you want to fight Tommy? Fight yourself, okay? In a padded room. Just fight yourself in a padded room with your arms tied like this, cause you are a little nutso. Let me let you hear what she's saying, cause this girl is fun.
Hard part. Yeah, hard part. Two of y'all. Have to go.
I'm like, Tommy, if you call my name, chitty bang. Like, I'm not gonna lie, me and Thomas was gonna fight. Like, stop playing with me. It's no way.
Did that lady say chitty bang bang? Did you say chitty bang bang? She a little off. Something a little off. You get? Oh.
Well, women have decided that you are not ready to love. Lil.
Bye, Will. Okay. Hopefully ain't no more curveballs, Tommy. My heart can't take it. Khalil gonna get to go back home? I mean, not back home, but he gonna get to hang out with the cutie pies again, cause, well, how do I? And that's all I got for that song for you. Okay?
You got another chance to shine. Yeah. Take that deep breath. Well, I need to say something. Come on over here for a second, all right? I want to take a moment to say something real important that y'all don't know about. This journey started with 2 mixes, and today was the second. What you don't know is, Will was also in the first mix. You understand? Okay. Just like today, the group from the first mixer determined he wasn't ready to love. But afterwards, I threw a curveball, because that's what Tommy do. To be fair, I wanted to give Will another chance to meet the whole group. And despite the pain of being eliminated, he agreed to get up, dust himself off, and get back on the ready to love horse. Brave enough to put himself out here twice. Will, I applaud you for showing the kind of commitment it takes, to overcome obstacles and focus on your goal. Fortunately, ain't no third chances. I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. Good luck, everybody. Wish you the best. Burn. Already find love. I don't know what went wrong. I've been turned down by a lot of beautiful women in my life, so it's no surprise. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna be happy tomorrow. I'm gonna keep smiling. All right, let's move on.
If you have medical benefits, Will, go and get yourself a therapist. Okay? Do some work internally, then come on back out, okay? Because that was 2 groups of women. I think that was 10 women total. And they all said, Okay? And you talk about you okay, lady. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And beautiful women usually, like, be done with you. Just go get you some therapy and come out on top, okay? That's it. That's all I want for you. All right, come on, let's get the show over with. Let's see what lady going home.
To the ladies, Coley and Shanice. Both of you left the men with some questions. Coley, the men thought it was tough having conversations with you. You seemed to have some walls up. They just weren't sure if they could knock them down.
I've never heard anyone tell me that it's tough to have a conversation with me if they felt like there was a wall and there was a door right there and the door was open. You could just walk through it.
Shanice, the men thought that your conversations leaned more to the professional side. But we're here for the personal. So ladies, one of you, the men don't feel the connection. Colby, the guys just feel that you are not ready to love. Shanice, still got more time.
Okay.
Show these guys
Yes.
who you really are. Colby, come on up here.
Coley, bye, girl.
Colby, I think you think, how you gonna offer one person a second chance and not another? So what would you say if I offered you the same chance that I offered Will?
I would say don't waste my time.
You would say, don't waste your time.
That's right.
That's right,
Really?
Coley. That's Coley all the way. That's Coley Bear. Go ahead, baby.
Why do you say that? Tell me why.
If I'm eliminated and I'm on the chopping block, they're not feeling me, they're not feeling me. I don't want to be like the Will next time. Like, if they don't want me here, like, maybe I should just go ahead and chop it up and go.
Well, here's the deal. There's 8 more singles that you haven't met.
That's a lot, Coley.
Now she got
When you put it like that, I'm here to find love, and that's 4 more opportunities. I'm just excited.
Now she got
I'm not. I don't want to see Coley no more. She really get on my nerves.
There's 8 more singles that you
Damn.
have not met yet.
Yes.
I just knew she was going home.
Let me change my mind.
I like the firecracker, though.
Yeah.
I do like that. All right, get on back over there, girl.
That's why I'm not on no show, because my face be showing it. I be like, alright, so it's over. And this ended with Sahara. And girl, I could do without. I thought Coley was leaving. Tommy, I mean, I guess it's fair, because you gave Will a second chance. But low-key, Tommy, you put Will on the spot. You said, look, I done gave you 2 tries. And you just failed. But he just not ready to love right now. You know, I pray that he goes and get therapy. I really was hoping and praying that Coley was going to be gone, because she gets on my nerves. But she's going to still be here for the next episode. So, I guess I will see y'all in the next episode. Episode 3 of season 10 is coming up next. This has been Sitting with Sis. Do you think that you can go on one of these shows and do like all this mixing? Or maybe even at a show? Do you think that you could stand like a dating experience like this? Let me know down in the comments below. And was that too hard on Coley? Who did you want to see go? Well, of course, you know, more episodes have already happened because I'm late to the train. But I wanted her gone. Bye, girl. But I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Looks like we're wrapping this bad boy on up. I have enjoyed myself today. I hope you did too. Leave me a comment below and let me know. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that like button. Quit playing with yourself. Turn the notifications on. All right, talk to you later. I mean, you could play with yourself if you want to. Peace.